What's up, everybody? We had a big day today. Patrick Williams versus Saddiq Bey. Some good and some bad things, but I think, it's right to start off with the play of Patrick Williams and the play of, Zach LaVine in the Chicago Bulls. Now, they didn't play the whole game well, but they really picked it up in the second half. And I think particularly Patrick Williams really showed himself with that icy three that he took. And like the announcer said, he took it and he just walked away. He didn't even care. It was like, it was nothing off his back. So I think he tonight showed a lot of Kawhi Leonard, aspects to his game, which I thought was very interesting, because he was getting to the basket. He was using his dribble to, back down and get into the post. And he also just had some really strong arm moves to the rim where there was no stopping him. He forced it into the rim. And then, like I said, with that IC3, so he had 15 points. He was just effective, man. And honestly, he was probably one of the main reasons why they won tonight, if not the reason, with the shot that he made. So, props off to Patrick Williams, man. I didn't expect him to really play that well as he did in the second half after the first half that he had. He had a good shot in the first half, but, he was a little slow, and they didn't start him in the third quarter. I was a little disappointed not to see him start, but I could understand Billy Donovan, who was honestly, you could see a real coach, what a real coach does, and you know what I mean, and how he operates. And so we saw Zach LaVine, we saw Patrick Williams, and at the end of the day, honestly, I thought the Pistons should have won. I thought the Pistons should have won, this game, and I don't understand why you're up 20 points and you guys give it up. Now, Jerami Grant had a great game. 40 plus points, and I got to give it to him. I got to give my hat off to him because I was a little bit annoyed that we were constantly giving him the ball. There's no other option. It's tunnel vision, Jerami Grant, but after a while, he's making every shot. So you can't say anything because he's putting the ball in the rim and he's doing it at a high clip and it was efficient tonight. So, yeah, he could take, 30, 40 plus shots in one night, but he made some tonight. So I'm going to have to shut up about it, but Josh Jackson is another issue. And I think a lot of you Chicago Bulls fans can see this. And if you guys are here, get in that comment section, man, because we don't pass the ball. Josh Jackson doesn't pass the ball. Dennis Smith doesn't know how to get people involved. These are the point guards. Delon Wright doesn't know how to get people involved. That last shot, Delon Wright, should never happen. You're not Kobe Bryant. You're not Kobe Bryant. You're nothing close to him. He goes all the way down the court, and he's been doing this the whole game, guys. And it's a bad habit that cost us the game in the end, going down all the way down the court, just like Josh Jackson with tunnel vision on it and just taking the first shot. You got people going around everywhere. You didn't even look to pass the ball. We need a game plan. We can't. It's the Thunder drill with Jerami Grant to the basket is good. It's okay, but he's not going to score 40 points every night. He's not. And honestly, you're going to lose when you do it because it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work. This is the NBA. And they don't pass it to Saddiq Bey. They don't get him involved. Now look, he had a bad game today. I'm not a bootlicker. He had a bad game today. But I don't expect him necessarily to have good games on nights like this when you go whole quarters without getting the ball. They won't pass him the ball. They won't get him involved. They won't run a play for him. So I'm not surprised that you have nights like this where when the shot stops falling, things happen. But look, Saddiq has got to get to the basket if the shot has stopped falling. And honestly, he passed the ball way too much tonight. He gave up a lot of shots that he could have had. Saddiq did tonight. So that was a bad habit that I don't want to see continue. And I don't know if it was something Dwayne Casey said to him, stop shooting or whatever. But this was the first game this season where we saw him even hesitate. Where I saw any hesitation in his game. Tonight was the first night. And I don't want to see it again. So guys, I got to say this before I wrap this up. He had 43 points, Jerami Grant, and had a bagel in the assist column. That's criminal to me. That can't happen. When you have the ball as much as he did. I didn't check his usage rate, but I can only imagine what it was after that fourth quarter. Every play, you saw it. You guys saw it every play. Guess what? When you get the ball that much, you've got to do something else besides just chuck it up. That's all he can do on the offensive end is throw it at the rim. He doesn't get assists. Zero. Literally. 40 shots, and I'm not kidding. 15 for 25, which is okay. 40 shots, no assists, no playmaking ability, nothing. 2 rebounds. I get it. He had a 40-point game, so we got to be happy. But guys, you are our main player now. You're getting the ball every fucking play. And you can't do nothing but chuck it up at the rim. And usually, like we've seen this last 5-6 games, it really doesn't work. It really doesn't. His game and the shit he does on the court does not contribute to wins. And I see why now. Because he's not doing anything but this. He's not doing none of this. He's doing this. That doesn't help wins in the NBA. This is the NBA. This is not Syracuse. This is not high school basketball. This is not AAU basketball. This is the NBA. Here's the thing, Jerami Grant. We need you to be a playmaker, man. If you're going to take 40 shots a night, it's got to come through something different than isolation. Okay, you got to get some assists with that. You got to get some rebounds with that. There's got to be something, man, something else, because that's what gets wins. It's not just about throwing it up. How many times do I have to say it? That's all our team is. If you really think about it, from Josh Jackson, Dennis Smith, Jerami Grant, Blake Griffin, who's gone, they're all chuckers. They're all chuckers. They do nothing else. They do nothing else, man. And we need a guy, in the lineup who's going to pass the ball and who's going to be that guy. I just don't want it to be Saddiq. I don't want him to give up shots so that these guys can be more selfish than they already are. It's incredible. They're the 2 biggest ball hogs I've ever seen in my life, Josh Jackson and Jerami Grant. I've never seen bigger ball hogs than these guys. Look at the Bulls tonight. Look at the ball movement that they had. Look at Patrick Williams' 3. Look at Kobe White's 3. Look at Levine's 3. Look at the way that they were able to come back. That was through ball movement. And look at how we gave it up. So yes, Saddiq is having a bad game. He's not playing well. But clearly when he's on the court, we're still winning. So the third quarter happens and you take him out with 7 minutes to go. And we lose the lead completely at that point. And it's not like Saddiq was doing anything on offense. It's just about the defensive versatility and his presence on the defensive end. And honestly, the spacing on the offensive end. Jerami Grant gets more shots. Josh Jackson, all those guys, they get more shots when he's on the court. Third quarter comes, we give up a 25-point lead. Zach LaVine goes on a 15-point stretch. And Jerami Grant did a little bit, but again, he was pretty much Superman tonight, and it wasn't enough. He was Superman, and it wasn't enough. If this doesn't prove to you guys tonight, I don't care what all you grifters say, all you Pistons grifters. We don't pass the ball. We don't have any ball movement. It's all isolation. And maybe Jerami Grant is most improved player, but he's not contributing to any wins, guys. I said that. His play does not contribute to wins. When I really break it down and I analyze it, like I said, it's when Saddiq plays well. That's when we win. When he plays bad, we lose. He played bad tonight. Saddiq played bad tonight, and we lost. He couldn't get the ball tonight. We lost. Jerami Grant got the ball every play. Literally, every play. There was a time in the fourth quarter, and I get it, he's hot, but every play, no ball, no nothing, no trickery, no, you're not even going to make the defense question, nothing. So you get what you get. You get what you get. And hats off to Patrick Williams, man. Hats off to Zach LaVine, Kobe White, all those guys, Thaddeus Young, because you guys showed the Pistons, what's really happening today, and you proved me wrong because I had the Pistons winning tonight. I thought you guys were a joke. I'm not going to lie. Besides Patrick Williams, I thought you guys were a joke. Just because you guys are a young team, you're not established. I know Zach LaVine is good. I know Kobe White is good. But when you have teams like the Pistons and the Bulls, and, people don't really know how good or bad these teams really are because they're young players and they don't really get the publicity that these other teams get. So I was really expecting the Pistons to come in here tonight and continue our win streak. Because the Bulls were down some players. The Bulls are honestly, they were down 25 points tonight. They should have lost tonight. I'm going to end off with this. Dwayne Casey is throwing games. The third quarter of this game proved to me he's throwing games. You take Saddiq out. He hasn't even played 4 minutes. This was prior to him really missing shots and doing all that. He hadn't even played 4 minutes in the third quarter, and he was ripped off the court. He's not injured, nothing. He wasn't in foul trouble, nothing. He was ripped off the court. And you put in Svi Mihailu, and you put in Josh Jackson. That proved to me everything I needed to know. I'm done with Dwayne Casey. Now it's Troy Weaver, like I said. We need to be looking at him, man. What are you going to do, Troy Weaver, about this situation? Dwayne Casey's already shown us what he's going to do about it. Nothing. He ain't going to do nothing but make it worse. Exaggerate the problem. Troy Weaver, it's on you. This is going to continue all season. This is going to continue all season. This is going to continue all season. This is awful, man. I hate that we lost tonight, guys. But once again, Patrick Williams, good job. All those guys, good job. Have a blessed day.